bought recently, The Thing, the card game. Now, I have heard excellent things about this card game. I am a particularly big fan of the movie The Thing, one of my favourite sci-fi horror films, and it does seem to be a rather good game of paranoia, and of course horror, action and the like. And when I get an opportunity to play it, I will have to do a review. Also been playing a number of other card games. I've not been restricting myself to role-playing games of late. At my club we have been playing a lot more board games and role-playing games recently, with the inconsistent players being taken into account, and it's been quite refreshing. Tyrant just making a shortcut there, only way he knows how. I don't know why he speaks like that, but I think he can now. Tyrant can speak like this. Very much, very strange accent. Not really sure where he's from, to be honest. There is Geist Man, is still root. Now, of course, without wiping out all of the aliens in this colony, or at least that being the intention, we may well be wandering around these corridors for hours and hours and hours, trying to find the one last alien. But of course, if it comes to that, we do have grenades, and we can find grenades, and we will blow up every single wall if we have to in order to find the one last alien. I can't see marked on this map where those lobster men were, those tyrants confronted before. So no doubt we will run into them again, but I don't even know whether they show up on the map. To be honest, the map is one of the it's one of those things that we just haven't really focused on a great deal during the course of this Let's Play. I say we. I'm sure if you were playing, you would have looked at the map all the time and been able to make sense of it. Personally, I can't make head nor tail of the damn thing. So it's a different view for you, the viewer. It sounds silly, but colony missions still make my, well, they don't make my pulse race, they just definitely don't make my heart skip a beat, but they do put me slightly on edge. It's the tentaculats. I think the tentaculats are the factor that really, well, separates this from every other kind of mission. It's their speed, what they do to the Aquanaut when they grab hold of them, as Flash was a prime example, of course. Who shall we send in first to this Zenobia device? Tyrant, no. I think we'll get as many Aquanauts as close as possible, given that an alien might emerge from that door. Now, historically, whenever we've encountered a Xenomian device, we have encountered Tentaculat and Lobstermen in the room with it. But as yet, it seems the aliens are playing the cautious, defensive game. They're waiting for us to come to them. We can play that game and we can beat them at it. Do you know how I know that? Because we're just that damn good. We just are. I've been asked the question, who is it that pays XCOM? Well, not enough people, for one thing. It does seem that the world pays XCOM, of course, at the end of every month. But, oh, there's only one lobster man. Well, I think we can handle that. Anyone else? Oh, yep, there is another one. Okay, we better jab him too. Oh, this one's going to take some thrashing. Okay. And are there any others? Yes, there is one. It's hidden right round the corner. I'm guessing that due to the volatility of the Xenomian device in the middle, that they don't like to fire weapons in this room. which is why they're always unarmed. Now, before anyone makes the comment, yes, we have already seized a Lobsterman commander and researched him. Now, the unfortunate thing is I genuinely do not know whether researching the Lobsterman commander when we did, which was fairly early on in the game, all things considered, has created the bug in the game where we're going to be unable to research other things. I am suspecting that we may well have triggered said bug. Hey, there's those Lobstermen. Okay, John Locke. On your next turn, let fly with a torpedo. Of course, now with Flash dead, Locke is all for taking his command back. It's been too long, he's saying. It's been far, far, far too long since he was last in charge. Anyway, let's quit our grinning. Start our killing. That's the Sonomian vice sorted. And I do believe all the lobster folk are dead, yeah. Lobster folk is a more... less gender-specific term. Why are they all lobster men? Do they actually lack gender? Now, if John... Gonna get you, John! Gonna shoot you between the balls, John! Make that Phil. Oh, I'm sure you can. It's not difficult. Oh well, but yeah, good shot, sort of, John. John! Gonna get you, John! Gotta stick you with my knife, John. Anyway, I've done enough of that. What we need is for Locke to now be impaled by a shaft of metal, and for some piping hot gas to escape through it, in order for Craven to let out a pithy one-liner. Now, I do like Arnold Schwarzenegger films. I have to be honest, I don't necessarily like the man himself. I don't know him, so it isn't really my place to form an opinion. But I love Predator, Commando, Total Recall, Harry from Worky, Bossy Boss, and what else? Oh, there are so many good Arnold Schwarzenegger films. And I do genuinely feel that they are... Oh, hello. Oh. Okay. I do genuinely feel that they are good films. I don't mean in terms of acting. They are just genuinely enjoyable action romps. And you don't get that. You just don't get that anymore. You don't get such light-hearted action movie fare. I just need to check something that I shall return. I may well end up skipping a bit of footage. I think there's someone at my door. Well, there was someone there, but it wasn't the sort of person you'd like to speak to or take a delivery from. But because I'm not prejudiced in any way, or at least not openly, I'm not going to say who it was, what type of person. But yes, I like those sorts of films. I didn't enjoy Expendables that much, but and how familiar are you, I wonder, with Deadliest Warrior? Because obviously we're seeing some of the Deadliest Warriors in combat in XCOM, with characters such as Craven the Hunter going up against the Lobsterman. Basically, we just need to feed the data of what a Lobsterman is equipped with versus what Craven the Hunter is equipped with. Their experience, their support, and then we will create an accurate simulation of what would happen if the two met in battle. In, I don't know, somewhere completely incongruous, a fun fair. Because that's the thing with Deadliest Warrior. I think there was one where there was a pirate against a crusader or something equally as inane. Now, fair enough. Clearly 2 guys met in a pub and said, you know what, I bet a pirate would be able to kill a crusader. And the other guy said, no, they wouldn't. A crusader's got armour and a great big sword. The pirate's not going to kill him. Of course, they were completely drunk and over the top. And so, these 2 guys decided they would make a TV series based on the entire concept of pirates fighting knights, and Zulus fighting samurai, and ninjas fighting Maasai warriors, and Jesse James fighting Al Capone. That's not a joke, by the way. Spetsnaz fighting Green Berets, and the IRA fighting the Taliban. Because there's a right pair of heroes. And yeah, some clever dick decided they would make this program, which is made with all seriousness, as if it's some scientific study. And then when they have the pirate versus the crusader battle, well, they can't sink the pirate on a ship, because that automatically puts him at an advantage, because the crusader can't get his horse to swim. And they can't stick it in the middle of a field full of crusaders, because if they did that, well, the pirate's not going to stand much of a chance. So, let's find some middle ground. I believe they ended up fighting on a beach. Basically, the pirate was staggering along, looking like Jack Sparrow or some other Disney character. Disney pirate. And, of course, the crusader was just ambling along, minding his own business, probably looking for some Muslims. And so, seeing each other, they just decided to attack one another, and I honestly can't recall who won, and I've got to be honest, I don't much care. Good shooting, Craven. You know what, I'm quite eager... Oh, bugger. I'm quite eager for Craven to possibly take the helm at some point, because he was cheated out of this command during his last what would the term be, mortality thread. That's the thing, I need to make sure that I don't send Kale, Rim or anyone else off back to the exit, because we don't want people lurking around the exit. There's no point in exiting. We want to kill every alien that exists on this map. There's only a certain few people in this world that are capable of such a feat, and fortunately you're witnessing them here. There's no greater bunch of homicidal maniacs than XCOM. But anyway, yes, who is paying XCOM? Well, the entire world is, but how is that pay sorted out? Why does that pay vary every single month? Are these guys not salaried? Are they just getting paid a different amount every month depending on how many aliens they've somehow managed to kill? If they're a private organisation, why is there not more than one XCOM? And these are all thoughts I've had for the role-playing game of, well, of XCOM that I have been attempting to write. To some success, I would admit. And I intend to run it at some point. I intend to give it a go at my club. And currently the guys I've spoken to about it seem quite up for the idea. What can we see? Ah yes, that lobster man right in front of my face. Stealth JC Denton. Whatever happened to your brother, JC? Paul, wasn't it? Oh, you killed him? Well, I suppose it depends on how you play the game, doesn't it? I was like good to Herman and his paranoia about the drinks machine. So move Craven up there. And John can follow with him. And on Craven rode on a pale horse, and the name that had said on it was John. Gonna get you, John. If John was here, he'd laugh too. I've seen that film Too many times. Far too many times. As a point of interest, if you haven't actually seen Commando the Musical on YouTube, I do recommend it. It is only about 3 minutes long, but it is superb. Let me put it this way. I think in a lot of ways it's better than Commando itself, which I know is a tall order. There are very few action movies quite as just balls deep in action as Commando. So, where are these fracking aliens? I shouldn't use fracking, because I have never watched Battlestar Galactica. Despite all the excellent things I have heard about it, I have never once watched it. I know it's a great shame on me and on my family. Oh! Well, so much for Craven's chances of promotion then, I'm guessing. I think Craven just got zombified by a tentacular. Oh, oh no, whoa, this is a bad day for XCOM. Not only does Flash Gordon succumb to the tentacular menace, but I think Craven the Hunter has just fallen afoul of it as well. This is not good. Ill tidings, woe, and thrice woe. And then John Locke has painted the inside of his armour a dirty shade of brown. And there's no way at all John is going to be able to kill all of those creatures unless he is incredibly lucky. Go for it, John. You can do it, John. Maybe you can't, John. You're gonna have to try. Alright. There's one. Oh no, not enough time units. You can't move and hit the thing. We are relying on everyone's accuracy now. Otherwise, Locke will meet his end very prematurely for a character like Locke. You better... Oh, for God's sake, Stealth Jason. This is going on your record, Stealth Jason. No pay rise for you. What can you do, John? What can you do? There is no chance in hell, John Locke, that you are going to survive unless there's someone with a disruptor pulse launcher somewhere around who can fire it into the room and is quite happy to take you out with the tentacular. And I'm thinking that may be a better option. Throw it at him. Yeah, oh, you don't even have time units to throw the damn thing. I was thinking Naked Gun style. John, there's no way you can resist the grasp of the tentacular. It's ovipositing. All you can hope is that the tentacular thinks Stealth JC is a nicer looking meal. There is genuinely nothing John can do. He can't attack from this range. All you can really do is pray. Get on your knees and pray. Beg the tentaculat for mercy. I've got to be honest, I find the chances of the tentaculat giving you any sort of mercy slim at best. Well, so much for John Locke and Craven the Hunter. Well, as I say, there are no more resurrections in this game. There are no do-overs now. This is it. If you die, you die, as Ivan Drago sort of said. And with that being the case, everyone else that joins this is probably going to be, oh, either a resurrected Aquanaut that I haven't resurrected yet. So, you know, give everyone 2 chances. But John is not coming back. Craven will not be coming back. Hell, I doubt Flash will be coming back because he had such an ignoble end. He has no remains to resurrect. Okay, this is up to you now, kiddo. best to do this. This is really gonna be down to luck. I think we're gonna have to... I'm really trying to position my waypoints. Oh god, this had better not take someone else out on the route. This is going to be tricky. This could all go horribly wrong for at least... And all we can do, John, is hope that your armour protects you. I know that you're going to get caught in the blast radius if it detonates there. Oh dear. It didn't even kill the tentacular. It didn't even kill the tentacular, ladies and gentlemen. Well, John, see you in another life, brother. And wait for it, wait for it. Yeah, there you go. That took a fair amount of suction. Well, I'm glad that lobster man's keeping himself busy, stretching his legs. Also, what are a lobster's legs called? Are they still called legs, or is there a crustacean word for leg? Well, hello there. Your brain sure does look pretty. Great. Well, Stealth, JC, you may just end up with a tentacular suctioning your rear end. But fortunately, Tyrant did it! And now it's up to the, well, cavalry? Possibly a good thing that he didn't manage to hit, because it would have just created an even faster moving tentacular. So, well missed, Calloused Man. I know that's what you were aiming for. Hartman's Grad, whom, might I remind you, no one likes. Kenneth! Or Kenny, as Harlan Ellison might say, were your name actually Benny. No, I have no mouth and I must scream, but I'm not about to do a second Let's Play of it. I think we got everything we were going to get out of that game. Oh, I was looking to Zorp. I think it's Zorp. As recommended. No, I'm not going to do a Let's Play of it, quite frankly. I think you would get bored after 2 videos of mine just staring at a puzzle thinking, what? I mean, what? As amusing as it might be. I suppose that's the problem with point and clicks. For the most part, I'm not bad at them. Oh god. Oh dear. Stealth JC. No, he didn't infect Stealth JC. He did not spread the zombie virus. Maybe he was too afraid of getting that close to the diarrhea spilling out of Stealth JC's rear end. Well, for once, JC, you are just going to have to be happy for the amount of feculence that you produce. For it is vast and all-encompassing. We are either arranging the most deadly array of aquanauts, or it's a buffet. Stealth JC, you'd better reclaim some of your manly vim and vigour. There we go. God yet rest ye merry John Locke and Craven the Hunter. A sad day for XCOM indeed. Some of our brightest, our bravest. No molecular control for them, no. Flash was always able to resist it. Craven and John both. And what are we left with? Kale rib. And who knows where that rim came from. Oh, Lobster Man. We're left with Kale Rim, we're left with Captain Spaulding and Kenneth Williams. We've got Callous Man, who panics in every single mission. Singing There May Be Trouble Ahead might be a little optimistic. So, place bets now. Who is the new commander going to be? Will Captain Spaulding finally get the rank that he deserves, or, well, has named after himself? Or, well, no, he named himself after. That's it, that's what I mean. His first name isn't really Captain. I believe it's Cutter. Cutter Spaulding. When he was christened Cutter, the vicar did raise an eyebrow, but, that's priest to you Americans. But, you know, in southern states you can get away with pretty much anything. How would I know? I don't live in America. Named after the 14th disciple, Cutter. That's right, Jesus did have some heavies going around with him as well. I wonder whether he was a sort of a mafia don at the time. Well, no, of course not. He wasn't an organised criminal, but I suppose if you look at him as a particularly charismatic gang leader. Oh, Lobster Man creeping around your flank there. Time for Kenneth Williams to show exactly why he has never risen higher than he currently is. And yet somehow survive all the way from the beginning of the game to now. Hartman's Grad, just empty your gun in the thing's face. Good man, good shooting. Kale Rim, of course, likes exploring this colony on its own. You see, he did recently have a falling out with the other members of XCOM. Why? Well, the rumour goes that Flash Gordon was not only having an affair with Kale Rim's wife, but that everyone else in XCOM knew about it and just didn't tell him because they wanted to protect his feelings. Well, he would have rather been told, but such is the way of things. You know, you try and protect someone, it doesn't work out all the time. Some people just resent that kind of mollycoddling treatment. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.